back. Another episode of the Vikings franchise, Madden 22, getting close to the release of Madden 23. So make sure you guys are following over on Twitter. Always linked down below so you can vote on what the next franchises are going to be. But today, we continue another streak of tough games here. Nick Robinson has had a bit of a hit or miss year. He's gone on some streaks of really good play, some streaks of pretty bad play. So just kind of hoping for that to balance out for the remainder of the year. Of course, today taking on the San Francisco 49ers, and they have some really good guys on defense. Nick Bosa and Fred Warner, just to name the top tier of the group. So need to make sure we're finding ways to beat them, and an inaccurate pass on first down is not going to help. Now, Nick Robinson is very much a scramble type quarterback, but we've seen at times he's struggled with accuracy while on the run. But who doesn't struggle with a run is Dalvin Cook right there. Ran over a few guys, gets us close to the first down. And my voice just kind of cut out there. Close to the first down, brings up a 3rd and 1. Gonna follow Thurston, and Fred Warner almost got back there to ruin the day, but Dalvin chooses a good gap, will give us the first. And on 1st and 10, up to the 32. They do not have a safety down in the box, so we're going to send Dyson around the edge here, see what he can do for us. Try to thread that needle, not really able to do so, but we'll get forward for a gain of 7, making it a much more manageable 2nd down here for us. Going to stay out spread a bit, try to go again for some slants. No one's really going to pop open, and I didn't want him to stop running, but he did, but we still gain at least 2 yards. I was more so wanting him to slow down, but he ends up stopping completely, and with Nick Bosa over on that left-hand side, let's run to the right-hand side. Get forward for the first down, gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards max from Dalvin Cook. We'll scoot us past that yard to gain marker up to the 44 with another first down. And now let's spread it out a little bit, go to a shotgun set, get Robinson away from any rush. We will try to give him a few plays to collect himself, as his icon is in the red. Dalvin Cook fighting very hard to start the day. Only had 8 rushes last game, but for 63 yards was very productive for us. And on 2nd and 3, we were going to go for my favorite play, but they have a couple deep safeties, so we'll check out of that. Go back to a run here with Dalvin. A lot of Dalvin to start the game here today, as we will try to stick around wilds there. Will get us another first down. And if only we were in a different formation, would have went with a different play here. We're going to check in Nwangwu for Dalvin, try to outrun some defenders, and he'll get himself a gain of 6 on his first carry. Once again, they have those deep safeties. Not playing a lot of single high safeties today, but how's our receivers looking? Only have the height advantage with Leach. Jefferson has majority advantage, but not speed. We'll see how well that does for us today, as they do a good job of covering just about everyone here. They do, however, leave Dyson open. They end up going back to cover Flanagan, and we'll have a wide open receiver down to the 18. Poor job there from the, at least communication of the DBs here for San Francisco. If they just left one guy over there, we probably wouldn't have made that throw, but we do, and that gets us down to striking range here. Of course, we could strike from just about anywhere with the weapons we have, but safely, that's a different question. Gonna need to throw this one away. No one was open. Incoming rush. We'll be smart. And on 3rd and 8, very close to the end zone here. Gonna see what they do with Flanagan. Want to see how they cover that, and they actually cover that pretty well. Incoming rush. We'll throw out of the sack, and we will bring out the field goal unit. And the field goal unit did very well for us last week against the Browns. Honestly, if we didn't have the field goal unit that we did, we probably wouldn't have won that game. We relied pretty heavily on the field goals earlier in the game. We ended up separating a bit in the 4th quarter. And that was a very long possession for our offense to only come away with 3 points. Only a minute and 25 seconds remained in the first quarter, with it being the first time that the San Francisco 49ers offense comes out there. Nicholas Graves going to get credited with a sack, half a sack along with, I think it was Hatchett, but more so just a tackle basically at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, a lot of time to be out on offense to not get a touchdown. We were close, but just we weren't able to get the job done once we got into the red zone. We'll see if our defense can do a little bit better, and that's not really exactly what I had in mind. They're going to find Ayuk for a good chunk down the sideline, down to, across the 50-yard line to the 47. Plus, there was not a single guy in coverage anywhere nearby him, so it's really not what you're looking for. Bring the double A-gap blitz. Quick pass will be caught by number 19, Deebo Samuel. Only 3 catches, 52 yards for him last week. What about the rushing stats? I had mentioned it, I believe it was last year when it was Dyson's rookie year, that we kind of use him a little bit of like a Deebo Samuel, a lot of design rushes for him. Curious if the 49ers do that. But that is the end of the first quarter. We're still up 3-0. Granted, San Francisco really hasn't had the ball very much. On 2nd and 5, they'll come out spread. 3 receivers to the left, a tight end to the line on the right-hand side as they go with a run. Right down the middle, 35, I believe it's Kareem Hunt. Indeed it is. We'll get a gain of only 1. And on 3rd and 4, we did very well on 3rd and short last week. Anything more than 5 yards was a little bit iffy. We'll see if we can keep that going. Not here on the first try. Will be a first down for San Francisco. They find Kittle on the crossing pattern. I believe that was a 5-yard in route that he ran, which was a very good call for the San Francisco offensive coordinator as we were running a man blitz. So there was literally no one in the middle after the blitz went through. They'll go with, again, a quick pass. Well, I guess kind of quick. Medium quick. Either way, first down again, Kittle. So far, they're marching about just as well as we did. We'll see if our defense can tighten up as well as they in the... Even better. Even better, Denzel Ward gets the pick, then gets body slammed into the ground by Kareem Hunt. But the pick is what matters. We keep points off the board. Denzel Ward with his 6th interception on the season. And turnovers have continued to be a big part of this team. A big part of both of my series that I have on the channel, at least currently. So good to see that continue. Denzel Ward definitely putting together his best performance. And that's really saying something considering, well, he's Denzel Ward. 6 interceptions on the season already. And we're getting close to about 3/4 of the way through. Going to look for Dalvin Cook here. Try to get to the inside. Close to the first down. Going to depend on the spot. And I wouldn't say that was a very favorable spot. Will it be 3rd and inches? Joshua Kelly checks in at running back. Down the middle we go for the first down and a few extra yards. Will be a gain of 3. And on first down here, we ran this play once last week. It did not go well in our favor. We'll see if Brian O'Neill can have a bit of a better game today. Trying to find someone. Justin Jefferson deep. Holds on to it. Gets by the corner. Puts on the Jets. And if only there was a gritty, we would be having one right now. Huge strike. Justin Jefferson crosses across the entire field. His 8th touchdown reception on the season. Solid pass there from Robinson. Sets his feet. Puts it just out in front where only Jefferson could get it. It looked like their corner went for the pick rather than a swat. And that might have cost them 6. Great job there from our offense. Getting points off of the interception from Denzel Ward. We'll see if we could just put together a slightly cleaner performance here on defense. The second go around, obviously ending with a pick, is nothing to argue against. But allowing them all the way down to the red zone, not great. A flag does come down here. And that will be a block in the back, this time on Kittle. And that will push them back to 2nd and 16. We'll see what they do here on their 1st and long. They do go with a run down the middle. A couple guys there will get Kareem Hunt down pretty quickly as a San Francisco 49er offensive lineman comes up a little gingerly and will be headed over to the sideline. And after sitting over at the table for a bit, they actually decide to send him to the locker room. So could be a major injury there for their offensive lineman as a huge truck just goes barreling through Kendricks. That is the Kittle train. First down. And I realized I kind of just mentioned 2 different kinds of vehicles, a truck and a train, so it doesn't really make sense. Just ignore it altogether, as we're going to send a bit of a safety blitz here. And they pick it up really well. And they're going to find an open number 16 who takes the shoulder of Byron Jones. But they still get a huge gain. That is Darden on the reception, 20 yards. San Francisco needing to get some points on the board here before falling down any more. They would like to keep it at least within a possession, so whether that's going to be a touchdown or a field goal, kind of up to our defense, but we'll see what ends up happening. 10-point game right now. And no other play. There was 19 seconds after the previous play, but we'll head into the 2-minute warning. 10-0. And that was a rather strange 2-minute warning, as there was literally like no animation for it besides just the little banner that popped up. Normally it goes to the camera in the sky, but not that time. Nice job here, though, from Kareem Hunt. Will fight forward, but another injury along the offensive line for the 49ers. This time it's Nixon. And really not what the 49ers offense was looking for. A second offensive lineman headed to the tunnel. That'll now bring in 2 backups on the offensive line for what could be a decent chunk of time. Typically when they head to the locker room, it's for either just 1 game gone up to 3 or more. So a little worrisome. A booth review, though, coming in following the last play. I thought it was a pretty simple play called myself, but maybe I overlooked it. Looked like Debo got the double tap just fine. Got 1 foot, 2 foot, and then drug both feet. Should be a completion. And indeed, it is a completion. I guess the refs decided that they wanted to give the 49ers offensive line, a little bit of a break. They're going to go for another open receiver. A huge hit comes in from Kendricks. That was basically a table maneuver with Denzel Ward, who had fallen down behind him. Ayuk just got blown up, ends up fumbling the ball, and we do recover. It will be a turnover. Huge play. You saw Denzel Ward try to get the tackle, was shaken off, fell behind him, and Kendricks just lowers the shoulder. And off that turnover here, let's see, we're going to bring out Willie Johnson at slot. He's going to get the jet sweep. We haven't seen him run it in a couple weeks. He played special teams for us last week. He will get the first down here. It'll be about a gain of 13, 14 yards as we run a bit of hurry up here. Go with the play action, see if maybe we could take a deep shot. They do have a safety, their strong safety, playing a little bit closer to the line. We do get the good pass rush. Leach trying to get over the top, and looks like he maybe lost track of where the ball was. Was a good job there from the corner to maintain good position there on Leach. See if we could find something else here. Gonna need to try to just step up, take what we can get, slide down in front of Fred Warner. Let the clock continue to roll here. And you know, I don't think we've ran any sort of Wildcat in a couple seasons. Let's see what Nwangwu can do here. Gonna get the toss, try to get to the outside. Great blocking. It doesn't end up holding around or staying around for long, but that will be a first down, and we'll call our first timeout. With 34 seconds left, we probably need to get about another 20-ish yards to get into field goal range here. We'll see what we could do one-on-one. That pass thrown towards the sideline. Jefferson tried to make a play on it, but it wasn't a great placement of the ball. Was thrown under pretty good pressure, though. And now they bring out the single high safety. So let's check over here to the switch route over on the outside. See if Dyson could get down the sideline. So we stay up in the pocket. Not going to find anything. And an inaccurate pass there from Robinson had Jefferson open. And on 3rd and 10, still need that 20 yards. We're going to send all receivers to the left-hand side. Flanagan alone at the right-hand side. Not much. That one thrown under a double coverage. That was definitely a panicked throw. And with 18 seconds left, just be safe here. Kick the field, or not kick the field goal. That wouldn't be very safe. Punt the punt. This one will be caught at about the 20. Good hit was brought in, but they do break the first contact. And that is our rookie corner who will get the tackle at the 19. 10 seconds left before halftime. And San Francisco coming out in what would appear to be a run form here. We'll make sure that we stay back with everyone in case they do end up passing it. They do run down the middle, and that will basically send us into halftime. No timeouts called. And yep, we'll head in. We're up 10-0. Not a whole lot happened in the second quarter, but at least we have a solid lead here, 2-possession lead. A bit better than what we had at halftime last week where we went down, I believe it was 14-13. Honestly, pretty close game in the passing. We've stuffed the run. We've been able to run a little bit. Just need to continue that and add a few more points in the second half. Big game here, though, for the NFC North. Bears in charge 28-7 against the Lions. Neither really fighting much for the top end spots. Basically a battle of the bottom half, with the Packers following very close behind us right now. Las Vegas Raiders and Cleveland Browns 13-3 a little bit before halftime. Browns looking like they might possibly drop another, the whole second half to play, but against the 3-7 Raiders, you would hope to be off to a little bit of a better start. Bengals and Bills tied game 14-14, a little less than 30 seconds remain before halftime. Good battle there, that's for sure. And the 49ers will be receiving the second half kick, and they desperately need to put some points on the board. They have yet to really do much since the interception on their first drive from Denzel Ward. Since then, they've moved the ball a bit, but they just haven't been able to put together a full drive. They'll probably start to lean a little bit heavy on Deebo Samuel. Of course, they have some other really good guys as well, with Kareem Hunt, who's a really good running back. They also have Kittle that need to get going. Another good hit there from Kendricks. Lays out Hunt in the back, not really actually in the backfield, basically at the line of scrimmage. Really nice job on the outside run. We've seen that ran a lot the last 2 weeks, so our defense should be pretty good at stopping it, and it looks like they are. Now they'll come out shotgun but tight formation, 3 receivers out. Kittle also you could count as a receiver with how good he is in the passing game. As they're going to clear out the middle, Trey Lance will slide down in front of Reed Jr., who was looking for a big hit. Will be a gain of 12 and a first down for the 49ers. And they come out 3 receivers to that left-hand side, so we will check out of the corner blitz. Try to bring some guys over to cover some gaps. Nice job from Kareem Hunt to cut back right, but an even better job from Alex Brooks. He reads that very well. Very quick on his feet is Brooks. He's a lighter linebacker, more of a modern-day style guy, and that's going to be another interception. Denzel Ward, pass just thrown right to him. Ayuk comes sprinting over to get the stop, but 2 interceptions on the day, 7 on the season. He's looking for number 8, hopefully shortly. Could be reaching a couple different goals here for our number 1, our star defensive guy here in the secondary. We have quite a few good guys, but Denzel Ward definitely the highest rated. Now what we need here in the second half is to get Robinson back on track. He's having another bad performance. Luckily, defense playing very well. We haven't needed the offense to continually put up points, but 3 of 10 on the day is for 108 yards and a touchdown, but really he's missing a lot of passes, so we need to see that cleaned up. Joshua Kelly gets us close to the first down, but they will mark him just shy. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to go ahead and slide over Thurston and attack the strong side of this defense here. They have 3 linemen, but we overpower them. Get the first down to the 26 is Dalvin. And on first down here, I think I'm going to do a delayed fade here with Flanagan. Primarily look for Capers, then Jefferson, maybe see if Thurston is open at that point. Go with a one-on-one with our big body tight end, Capers. Rookie Mosses, number 24 in the end zone. Not too bad for a first-year tight end. Just boxes out the corner, maybe safety. I'm not sure exactly who it was in on coverage. And then just one hand snags it over the top of him. Gets both feet down inbounds. Textbook. And that was actually against their number 1 corner in Greedy Williams. So even better as we go ahead and tack on the extra point, making it 17-0. And once again, 49ers take the field needing some points. They have not really been able to put much together. Have had quite a few turnovers today. They're going to find Ayuk here, who holds on to this one. Kendricks does come flying over to get the tackle. They're accurate, 10 of 12. The only incompletions on the day are interceptions. So it's not really accuracy that's been the problem here for Lance, but it's decision-making. He's thrown to a guy who's very much been covered. They do that again here. Deebo Samuel not able to hold on to it. Good job from Byron Jones. Knocks it out. So in that aspect, better, at least a better read for Lance with the one-on-one rather than tossing it up when Denzel Ward is lurking. He's actually going to roll out here. He's going to juke Kendricks out of his shoes. Henley trying to get a good angle on him will bring him down, but a huge rush there for Lance. 2 on the day, 41 yards. And if that's what Lance needs to do, that's what Lance needs to do. We're going to bring the double A-gap blitz here, and they are going to get really good blocking. Keenan comes flying in, a free safety laying the hit. Still ends up being a gain of 5 for the 49ers. Looking to put a bit of a better drive together here. See if they can put their first points on the board as they desperately need it. And Kareem Hunt trips on a blade of grass. Honestly, that kind of reminded me of a really famous running back, ACL Terry. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Movie reference as they roll out here. Good tackle from DJ Reed in open field. And they will bring out the field goal unit here on 4th and 6, looking for their first points on the day. And that is through. We'll put 3 on the board for the 49ers, making it a 14-point game with, I feel like maybe a couple minutes left in the third. And I was close. 1 minute, 5 seconds remaining in the third as our offense takes the field here. Going to come out in a heavy set. 3 tight ends to the left. We run it. Flag does come down. Most likely we'll be holding. And indeed it is on Jason Capers, the man who just had the touchdown. But Nick Bosa injured at the same time. Could be a huge loss for the 49ers. And they've already lost 2 offensive linemen. They were having a really good season. Depending on how these injuries hit, could really just knock the wind out of their sails. We're going to find Lucas here on a iffy pass, but is completed for a gain of maybe 8? Actually, gain of 13. Yeah, it was 1st and 20. Makes more sense now. For some reason, I was thinking it was 1st and 15. Yeah, definitely 1st and 20. Good job there from Lucas, who has solid hands and pretty decent blocking, or actually really good blocking. Just doesn't have the speed, so he doesn't see the field as much. Another first down there, though, on the rush from Dalvin Cook. And what could be the last play here of the third quarter. Going to go with a play action, see if we could get Dyson down the sideline. And I don't trust it. Going to try to roll out here. Find Jefferson. Nice, accurate pass. Stay in bounds. Not that we are trying to not stop the clock, but just to see how much extra yards we could get. Down to the 33 is where we will start for the fourth quarter. This game in our favor, 17-3. Need to continue that to finish out this game strong. And of course, a bit earlier in the game, towards about the start of the second quarter, so we need to see Robinson clean up the game a little bit, throw a little bit more accurate passes. Definitely did on that last play. Accurate pass again to Dyson, who just gets yanked down by the face mask. Definitely going to be what this flag is. And that is going to be on Patrick Pointer. Will give us a first down to the 11. And I kind of feel like there should be 2 different flags. You know, a flag for like an accidental and then a flag for like a flagrant. And if you get 2 flagrants, like you're out. Seems interesting. Kind of would be taking from like soccer. And that's going to be a holding on Dalton Smith. But then I guess all holdings are, for the most part, intentional. So then if you have 2 holding calls, then you're out of the game. Maybe it's not such a good idea. We're going to go for a tight end in the back of the end zone, and he broke up an interception from Greedy Williams. When I first hit the button, it looked like we were about to have a wide open Flanagan in the corner, but then somehow 3 different DBs all appeared over there. So thank you, Flanagan. I'll go with a run there on second to make it a third and a little bit shorter. 3rd and 14 from the 15, so basically a 3rd and goal here. See what we could get on the outside. Dyson in the corner. Not dragging the feet again. That's definitely something he needs to get better at. Not a badly thrown ball either. It's in the spot that it needs to be. Would like it to maybe get there a little bit sooner, but not too bad. We'll tack on a field goal, go back up by 17. And now it's really do or die time here for the San Francisco 49ers. Down 17, 6 minutes remaining in this game. And they definitely faked me out of my shoes. I was in man coverage there on Kittle, and Kendricks got destroyed. Luckily, they end up not throwing to Kittle. They run 9 yards for Lance, get him close to the first down, make it 2nd and 1. And they go for number 16, who's I think had a couple catches so far today. Yep, his second catch, 36 yards total on the day. Going to check out of that corner blitz once again. Go to a zone coverage, and that's going to be bad. Yeah, Deebo Samuel, huge chunk. Could have been worse, could have been a touchdown. Nice job from Keenan to make up ground and get back there to get the tackle. So that was definitely one way to beat that play call. Granted, we should have had a guy deep over there. It was a bit of blown coverage as they have a wide open running room and another huge hit. Keenan just makes Hunt do a backflip. 2nd and inches. That's one way to stop them from getting a first down. We're going to gamble here with the run up the middle call here. Send everyone, and everyone's there. Will be a tackle for loss of about 2 yards, making it 3rd and 3 from the 5. And now they'll go back to shotgun set. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Try to sit across the middle here. Cover who we can. They're going to scramble. Slides down, might be a first down. Yes, it is. Slid down just past the line to gain. We'll go again, gamble, run down the middle, send everyone. Everyone's there again. Tackle for loss, another loss of 2, making it 2nd and goal from the 4. On 2nd and goal, getting a little bit ahead of myself. Going to come out with some outside blitz here. Try to sit in the passing windows, and that's going to be a sack. Eldra Hilton, I believe. Always get confused with him in Cleveland, who's no longer a part of this team, but is in real life. And they'll try once again, 3rd and goal. I say once again. Well, I guess it will be once again after the 2-minute warning. It's referring to the 3rd and short that they got the first down on the scramble. No scramble here, not in the end zone. We'll give them anything except a 4th down. We'll see what they can do here. Going to try to come running over. And what happened with our outside coverage? Byron Jones froze. Luckily, Kittle drops it. We'll see if they go for it or if they just take the field goal here. And they will go for it on 4th down. I'm going to kind of change the play up a little bit here. Make sure we have some guys covering where they need to be. And I wasn't quite far enough over. Saw some guys coming in behind. Kittle will get the touchdown, bringing this game a little bit closer, 20-10, with a little under 2 minutes remaining. And they will be doing an onside here. I was not prepared, even though I should have been, but that is caught, fallen on. Either way, we'll maintain possession. Ferguson gets on top of it. And with 1:50 remaining, San Francisco does have all 3 timeouts, but they need 2 scores with not a lot of time remaining. We'll get maybe back to the line of scrimmage as they call their first timeout. On 2nd and 8, no one down, at least safety-wise, at the line of scrimmage. They do have a number 1 on the outside, Mario Christie. Looks like he maybe came in for Bosa. We're going to run to that side, try to use Dyson's speed to get to the outside. He does so, but he does get tackled out of bounds. You saw him try to cut back in to stay in bounds, but a good tackle does force him out, and that clock will stop. But a first down does hurt them. They only do still have 2 timeouts remaining, so not in their favor. We're going to fake the jet sweep this time. Tried. I didn't even see number 42. He comes flying in out of nowhere as they call their second timeout. And we haven't seen him much this year. Rookie receiver Chisholm comes in at slot. He has some speed, not as much as Dyson or Willie Johnson, but he's going to take the handoff, and he'll get a couple yards. Not too bad as they call their last and final timeout. 3rd and 6. 1:33 remain. Spreading out the defense here. Going to go with a draw, and Nwangwu not able to get by everyone. 99 slows him down, and will get credited with part of the sack as Kinlaw. We will go ahead and just knock in another field goal. Make it a little bit further of a 2-possession game, 2-touchdown game for the San Francisco 49ers with 1:07 remain. And we'll see what they do with the little time they have remaining. No way to stop the clock, and they need 2 touchdowns. They will obviously be passing the ball here, looking to go to the sideline. They will get a completion to Juszczyk for a couple yards. He does end up falling out of bounds, so they at least will stop the clock that way. But you need a lot more than 3 yards at this point in the game. They will motion out Kareem Hunt. We're not in a very good play call here. We're out in our 4-3 as they send multiple guys downfield. Brooks sprinting down to try to get the tackle, and he will. I don't know what happened on that play. I told everyone to check the outside, and no one was anywhere besides 3 yards from the line of scrimmage. So luckily we have a linebacker with the speed of a receiver, able to get down the field and get the tackle, as that is going to be another sack. Baby, there we go. Now he finally falls down. Another sack for Danielle Hunter. They might credit half a sack to Michael Pierce. Quick pass, big hit there from Keenan, and this game will maybe have one last play remaining. Again, don't know why so many of our guys are staying so close to the line of scrimmage. And that one almost intercepted, almost caught. And that will leave time for one final play. We will make sure everyone stays back, locks everyone up. Don't need anything late. Ayuk gets the quick pass. We get the quick tackle. Denzel Ward and Kendricks ends this game. Full around the board, really. Team played very well. Defense played well. Offense played well. 2 interceptions on the day for Denzel Ward. Capers with that really nice touchdown grab. Just had a lot of guys making plays. We saw Jefferson step up in the second half and get some other guys involved. Much better play from him in the second half. 3 takeaways for us is the key difference of this game as we win 23-10. And again, another great win. We've been able to string together quite a few good wins. Again, we really need to continue that streak. Packers still right behind, 9-3, putting together what I feel like is their best season this entire series, of course, to rival us in the final season. We continue our home stand next week with a game against the Chicago. I feel like I do that all the time. It's not me hating on them. I'm not a fan, but I just pronounce it weird sometimes. The Chicago Bears are the next ones up. 84 offense, 81 defense. They're sitting at 500. So that tells me they probably just beat the Lions. And if I remember correctly, there was a fair bit of a difference at halftime, if I'm right. I could very well be wrong, but that is the next game. Roquan Smith, one of their best players on defense. We typically do pretty well against them. Their defense not very highly ranked, with a 25th pass offense or defense and the 30th ranked rush defense. Offense a little bit better, 16th for pass, 19th for rush. So a bit better, but our defense really good at stopping just about anything. Especially the past couple weeks, we started to get our flow back. Guys making big plays. Denzel Ward came up huge today. Next episode, Chicago Bears. And like I had mentioned at the end of last episode, after uploading a good chunk of the one of the last bulk recordings, I could definitely tell we're going to need to amp up the amount that we're watching or released each week to make sure that this season is wrapped up by the time Madden 23 comes out. So I hope you guys are enjoying, because I'm pretty sure it should be happening by the time this is out, enjoying more videos a week. You could always show your love by making sure you're hitting that like button on those videos. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed if you enjoy this content. Have this traditional series going. Have the California only, the state only challenge franchise as well. Started with the California only ones. We will continue both of these style of franchises in Madden 23. So make sure you're following over on Twitter, BigBearB_gaming, always linked in the description below. So you could vote on what we're going to be doing for both of those franchises in Madden 23, what teams we're going to end up doing for, or what team to start off with, at least we're going to end up doing for the traditional one, and then as well what states or state we do for the states only challenge as well. So make sure you're doing that. So yeah, that's like, subscribe, bell notification, Twitter, all important things. Hope you guys are enjoying, and until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.